The Northwest Department of Sports, Arts and Culture will today be hosting the 4th annual commemoration of the Skierlik massacre, and a Gauteng driver has been arrested after police discovered that his car registration plates were exactly the same as the owner of another vehicle. Ambusisiwa Khatebe with the latest news update. The Northwest Department of Sports, Arts and Culture will today be hosting the 4th annual commemoration of the Skierlik massacre. 4 years ago, the then 17-year-old Johan Nel ran amok and shot at random at residents of Skierlik near Swartruggens. 4 people, including a 3-month-old baby, were killed. Nel is now serving a life term in prison. MEC for Sports, Arts and Culture, Hlomane Chauke, says they will make the commemoration part of the province's heritage.
As the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture in the Northwest, we have therefore taken a position that every year we'll then come together, commemorate this day, but it will be a day that we are able to measure a success with regard to development of our people, to look at how far the state has intervened, how far we have dealt with the question of social cohesion between, African people and white people that lived around Skierlik area, Swartruggens in general.
Limpopo police have acknowledged the role of the public and the media in the successful manhunt for the 4 suspects in the Mudimole rape and murder case. Johan Kotza and all 3 of the other suspects have now been arrested. Senior police officer in Limpopo, Brigadier Hangwani Molaudzi, says Kotza's case was not given special treatment, but he says the information they received assisted the investigators.
We had the information of the suspects, and hence there was a manhunt for him. Hence we also solicited the help of the media, which also assisted tremendously. The public as well, they gave us a lot of tip-offs in terms of making sure that we trace the main suspect as well as the other 3. In other cases, it is also difficult because most people do not come through with the information.
Molaudzi also warned criminals not to come to the province.
Limpopo is not a playground for criminals. We are very much adamant in terms of making sure that we bring stability and we flush out all criminals in our province. Whether you are coming from Gauteng or Free State, wherever, if you come to Limpopo, your actions will be dealt with accordingly.
And lastly, a Gauteng driver has been arrested after police discovered that his car registration plates were exactly the same as the owner of another vehicle. The 40-year-old was stopped during routine patrols in the Vosloorus area east of Johannesburg last night. The 3 Series BMW sedan didn't have a clearance certificate. The driver claimed that he bought the car last year and is still waiting for the relevant documents. Ekurhuleni Metro Police spokesperson Gobeli Mokeseng says the man has been charged with possession of a suspected stolen vehicle.
Both fixed registration plates reveals a different owner residing in Johannesburg. The title holder, who doesn't frequent Ekurhuleni that much, was traced and contacted before we learned that his BMW was parked in the garage, and he has been receiving strange traffic fines from the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department. Members of the Motor Vehicle Theft Unit from the South African Police Services are thoroughly investigating if the motor vehicle is not a clone.
Catch the latest news anytime here on NewsBreak Option 1.